Hi everyone, so some of you have requested that I show you guys my nail maintenance, and this is after I remove my nail polish and what I do, how I take care of my nails and so forth. So I'm going to show you guys. So the first thing that I do after I'm done with my nail design, my nail tutorial, or I've worn the design for a week or so and I'm really tired of it, I usually just use non-acetone. Now if you have any patches on your nails, if you have cracks and you've put either the ASP or any other product on your nails to help your cracks, you want to make sure that you use a non-acetone nail polish. So I just use a basic, any generic one. I don't really look at the brand. It doesn't really matter as long as it's a non-acetone base nail polish remover. It's just more gentle and it will not remove any of the patches that you have on your nails. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Take off all of my clear nail polish. I've already started on some of the nails. So I've just saturated my little cotton ball, and if you have rhinestones or glitters, you can still use non-acetone nail polish. It just takes a little bit longer, that's all. Especially when you're trying to get them off of your natural nails. If you wear acrylics or gels, you could always use, the nail drill to just take those off. And of course on the nails that I have patches, the non-acetone won't remove those, so they will stay nice and intact. And if you're wondering why my nails are this shiny, I have a product coming up that I'm doing a review for, so you want to keep watching for that. It's a product designed for us natural nail girls. All I have to say, I'm really starting to love the acrylics and gels, so you never know with me. You might see me with my natural nails one day, and then you might see me with acrylics or gels the next. So you never know what this year is going to bring. Okay, so I have a little pump dispenser here, and that's where I keep my non-acetone in. And I'm going to take the camera and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here. I'm going to pump. And do you see that non-acetone right there? I'm going to take a little Q-tip like this and I'm going to dip it in there. And what I use this for is for the underneath part. A lot of people forget about this because, well, they're just in a rush or whatever, but I try not to forget about this part because dirt and debris and dust and food particles and whatnot can get in there. So I just take a Q-tip. It fits the best underneath the nails like that, and I just clean them all, and then I use the other side for the other hand. After I remove all my nail polish, what I do is I go and wash my hands really well, and I use a nail brush, any nail brush really, and I scrub my nails really well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that and I'll come right back. So I've gone ahead and I've washed my hands, and the reason I like to wash my hands right after I take the nail polish off is to remove the residual acetone based nail polish, because sometimes you can get contact dermatitis, which is an allergic reaction to a chemical. And so if it's left on your skin or anywhere around your cuticle or sidewalls, it's going to irritate your nails pretty bad, and your cuticles rather. So you want to make sure that you wash all of that off and get any of the other residual yucky stuff that's on your nails and underneath your nails. So next we can take a cuticle pusher, and it doesn't have to look like this. It can also look like this. There's many different types of tools of the trade, as I call them, and they all have they all serve the same purpose. It's just one is a little bit different than the other. So you can go ahead and push your cuticles back. I don't always do this step to my nails because I don't always have cuticles sticking out or anything like that. So I just, maybe once every 2 weeks I do the cuticle work. But if you have cuticles that are sticking out, then you want to make sure that you take care of them. And this is another tool of the trade that I'm going to show you. And this tool of the trade is called a cuticle nipper. Now, you only normally use this if you have a little hangnail, or if there's a little bit of dry skin, like I get usually right here around the corners of this nail, and you only want to clip that little piece off. You don't want to clip all the way around like a lot of women used to do back in Europe in the day. They used to take a little cuticle scissor and they would cut all this skin right around here. I never understood that. And then they would put iodine, and I'm sure that some of you Romanian subscribers probably know what I'm talking about if you were born, you know, in my time. And they would cut all the skin around here and they would put iodine, so their cuticles always looked like they were bleeding, and I never understood that as a kid. So once I found out, I was like, oh, okay, because we know that iodine is good for, you know, to keep away infection and all that stuff. So, but yeah, it looked pretty funny. So you're gonna use this only on hangnails or little pieces of cuticle that are sticking up, like I have a little one here, and you just cut that one away. Now, one tip I want to show you guys, a really quick tip that helps my dry cuticles, is taking one of these coarse files, and this is a 180 grit file, so it's very coarse. And what I like to do is sort of align it where it touches my skin. I don't know if you can see, and then you just kind of buff or file, but you're filing just on that skin. And can you see all the little white dust there? That's just my dry skin that's falling off. So then you can just go ahead and brush it right off the finger, and it does make your skin much smoother. And so that way you don't have to use the cuticle nipper. But I really find this helps. I do this once in a while when my cuticles are really dry and funky looking. So, and I don't do this to all of the fingers, only usually my thumbnails are the ones that have this. And you can see that after I took the dust off now, how nice and smooth my skin feels. You can also use cuticle removers if you want. Those also help to remove the dead skin cells and all that, but I usually don't really have to. And there's no need to. So now we're going to move on to the shaping of the nail. So sometimes if I want to take down the length of my nail, I'll use one of these files, an emery board file, and I will take down the length. It's much faster to take the length down with one of these rather than a glass nail file. I like to use this at the end when I'm just finishing up the nail, and I like to use these when I'm taking down length. And when you file your nails, you want to look at them from all different angles, because sometimes if you file your nail from this angle, it looks great, but then when you look at it this way, it might look like this side is shorter and this side is longer. So you really want to look at your nails when you're filing them, guys, from all different directions. Also down this way, so just turn them all kinds of different directions. And when you're taking length down, you don't have to worry about going in one direction. You can go both directions because you're only taking the length down. But when you're finishing, you want to make sure that you go in one direction. And I love to use the glass files. Glass files are just one amazing invention. And you don't have to file in one direction even with glass files. They're really good. They're very gentle and very soft, but they recommend that you do. Just I think it seals up the free edge, so I usually try to remember to go in one direction. If you want your nail to be square, you're going to hold your file straight up and down like this. Okay, just trying to show you guys the best angle. You're going to hold it just flat up and down like this. If you want your nail to round off at the corners, you're going to hold your file underneath the free edge of your nail, and you're going to go like this, and that's going to round off both of the sides. okay? And then of course if you want to round it off more, you file on one side and then you also file on the other one. But to make your nails square, you just hold it flat like this, and that'll give you a nice square tip. I usually like a little bit of a squabble, so I just taper down the edges because I don't want to scratch anybody with my nails. And I usually shorten them once a week, once every 2 weeks, depending on how fast they grow. They usually grow faster in the summer because of the heat. And then sometimes you might have like little bits stuck in there from the filing, and I'll show you what I like to do for that. Bits of nail that I just filed off, I usually like to take a towel and just run my nails up and down like this, and that will get rid of all of those little things that are sticking there, so that way you don't have to use your file and weaken the tip of your nails. That works perfectly for me. I never have any problems with that. Okay, so now that I've filed and cleaned off my nails and shaped my nails, now I'm going to go into my arsenal of nail products, nail creams, lotions, potions, whatever have you here, and I will show you what I love to use, especially during the winter on my natural nails. Okay, so during the winter your nails get super duper dry, and especially if you live in a very dry climate like I do, your nails and your cuticles are going to be even more dry than anyone who lives in Florida or California. California has a perfect humidity, perfect weather all year round, so I know that when I was living there, my cuticles and my nails were always amazing and awesome, and they didn't break half as much as they do now because I live in a very dry climate here. So one of the things that I love to use is of course my cuticle oil, and you guys know that I like to mix it with I already did a video where I show you guys how to mix your own oils, but any oil is amazing for your cuticles. The one from C&D has got almond in it, which is really nice. I love it. This is one that I mixed myself with different other oils, and so that's one really good way to go when your cuticles and nails are very dry. Another kind of product that I love to use is this one by Be Rescued, and this is gluten-free. It's a propolis cuticle and hand cream. I love this stuff. It is uber thick. It's very thick, as you can see, and very greasy, and I love stuff that's greasy because I know that it's working. And I usually just really slather my nails and cuticles in this, and I just rub it all into my nails and cuticles and my hands. This stuff is really amazing. I've only been able to see it in one place, but I know they have a website, berescued.com. You guys could go check it out if you are interested. I usually buy this from Sprouts, a local health food store around here, but look at the ingredients here. It says sweet almond oil, virgin coconut oil, beeswax, propolis extract, essential oils, tea tree oil, vitamin E oil. This is what you're looking for in a cuticle cream or even in a skincare cream. You don't want extra junk and chemicals and stuff. Your skin doesn't need that. It does not, and neither do your nails. So this is one that I love, and oh, I love the way that it smells. It smells amazing. Another really nice cuticle and skincare product that I like, and this is my second one that I'm on, is this one by Kiss My Face, and it's got olive oil, and this one is also pretty natural too. You can find this at Whole Foods or online. I have no idea, but there's lots of places you can find this one. Also very good for the skin and cuticles. Another one that I really like, this is by Burt's Bees, is this one, almond milk beeswax hand cream. Now I do use it on my hands, but mostly I use it on my nails because it's very thick, and I usually apply this on my nails and cuticles before I go to bed, and it's really nice, and also smells very nice. It's got that nice almond smell, and this is also very natural too. You guys know Burt's Bees has pretty natural stuff. This has sweet almond oil, water, beeswax, aloe, leaf juice, all kinds of other stuff. The list is really long, but also a really great cream for your cuticles during the winter time, and you can find that at Target, Walmart I think sells it. There's lots of other stores that sell the Burt's Bees line. Another one of my really favorite cuticle creams is this one, and this is Alafia Handcrafted Shea Butter. Oh my goodness, I am obsessed with Shea Butter. This is also my second jar that I'm on, and I use this mainly for my nails, and sometimes if I have dry skin patches on my skin. It's formulated so you can use it on the skin on your face, but I think for me it's a little bit too heavy, and I tend to break out if I put anything very heavy on my skin, so I don't really use this on my skin. But Shea Butter is amazing. This is probably, out of all of them, this is my favorite one, the Shea Butter. So yeah, if you guys can get a hold of Shea Butter, oh, and it smells just delicious. It smells like you want to eat it. It's got lavender, mint in it. It's really amazing, and this is also natural. This is also from Sprouts. Amazing product. I also love to use this. So I just kind of go through my arsenal, and whatever I feel like using that day, that's the one I put it on. And you can see how nice and hydrated your nails and the nail plates are going to be. Amazing product. If you keep your nails moisturized and your cuticles, you won't have as much cracking and peeling. But we know that nail polish remover can be really harsh for the nails. So this is why I like to slap on the heavy lotions and creams
Burt's
during
Bees
the winter
also
time.
has this really nice lemon butter cuticle cream, and
This seemed to be really popular on YouTube a few years ago, I remember, and I still do like it a lot. It's nice and heavy and very nice. I love the smell of that lemon. It's really beautiful and also very natural ingredients. And Badger also has a nice, very similar to the Burt's Bees one. Very similar, nice and heavy, and very nice and greasy. I love it. So Badger also makes a really good one. They also have one for the cuticle, especially made for cuticle care. And let me see if I can open this. My hands are so oily now. I can't open it. My goodness. Here we go. So yeah, as you can see, look at that, nice and greasy, and all those things that they put in it. That's what you see, those little dots. That's all the stuff that they have in their product. It's really amazing. So this is also very natural. Then there is this one here by Hoover's Choice, and this one is okay. It's a little bit greasy, and yeah, as you can see, it's been sitting in my little box upside down like this, so all of the product seem to have gone this way, but I like it. But the smell is a little bit kind of strange, but still also very nice and it's not as heavy as the other ones that I showed you guys. As far as, you know, when you apply it, it's not as greasy, but still very nice, and also really good for the cuticles. This one is not as natural. It does have other kinds of chemicals in here, that like yellow number 5, that your nails don't really need. So I'm not a big fan of this one as much as I am of course, my Shea Butter. Another good one is also this one, Hard as Hoof, and this one I've been using quite a lot. This one is really nice. Let me tell you guys what is in here. So it's aloe, let's see, beeswax, hydrolyzed collagen, calcium, which is really nice. I mean, this is really even more natural. Tocopherol, which is vitamin E. This one's got more natural stuff in it than this one does. So if I were to choose between these two, I would go with this one here. I think you can find this one. Sally Hansen also makes their own cuticle cream, and I actually bought this, I think, just for the little jar, because I like the jar, is so cute. This one's not as heavy. It smells like very perfume, really. So I doubted that there's a lot of natural ingredients here, but I like it, and I like the way that it smells on my nails, so I do use it once in a while. And then lastly, this is the one I like to use for my hands, and this is by Burt's Bees. I'm sure a lot of you have seen. This one is also very heavy and very, very greasy, so very nice though, especially during the winter time. Just pure jojoba oil, any kind of oil, you guys. I've even used olive oil. I have to show you guys this because I have been really obsessed with this oil lately. This is a Trader Joe's olive oil, 100% Spanish, organic, extra virgin garlic flavored olive oil. And I have been obsessed with this oil. I love garlic in my food and stuff like that, and this is for food, but I like to use it on my cuticles, and I usually just store it in a little cuticle bottle like this, and I will use this once a day around my cuticles, underneath my nails. I love this stuff, and I love the smell of that garlic, honestly. And you all know how good garlic is, and its antioxidant and all its good properties that it's good for you when you eat it, let alone when you put it on your skin. Of course, I don't put this on my face or anything, but for your cuticles, I absolutely love it. And I've only been able to find this particular one at Trader Joe's. It's one of their brands, but it is absolutely amazing. And I love the way that it makes my nails feel, my cuticles. So yeah, if you don't have any of the other fancy schmancy stuff that I showed you in the video, go to your kitchen or your grocery store and pick up some extra virgin olive oil. So now that I've allowed all of those oils and creams that I put into my nails and cuticles to sit, I will usually leave this on for about half an hour to an hour. Sometimes I'll just leave my nails bare like this before I go to bed, and I'll just put on oils and stuff like that, and I will go to bed. Sometimes I'll wear like those cotton gloves just to trap in the heat and everything like that, and I wake up with nice smooth cuticles. But you can just leave it on overnight, or you can wash your hands after half an hour and then proceed with your application of your nail strengthener or hardener. Okay, so I've gone ahead and I've washed my hands, and usually sometimes I go for a week without wearing nail polish, but I will always wear nail strengthener or hardener. I cannot go without that because my nails are in water all the time, so I have to put something on my nails. So I'm going to show you guys how I apply my nail strengthener, because I've also had a lot of requests for this, and I know this video might be long, but I cannot do 5-minute videos and show you guys everything you want to know. So this is how we're going to apply it. Cover the entire surface of the nail. Then I flip my finger upside down, and I also do the sidewall area, the free edge area. That's very important because over the course of the day you're going to use your hands and fingers, and some of that will rub off, so you want to make sure you protect the tip of your nails very well. That's where most of the wear on nail polish is too, or gels or even acrylics. That's where they tend to get messy. So at this point you can go ahead and apply your favorite nail polish or what have you. If you want to apply your nail polish and do your nail design, go ahead and do that. So one coat is usually sufficient. I like to usually do 2 coats depending on how fresh the nail strengthener is. Sometimes if it's down to, you know, about halfway point in the bottle and it's a little bit older, it'll get a little bit thicker, so I usually just do 1 coat. But if it's a brand new bottle like this one is, I usually like to do 2 coats. So if I'm going to wear my nails bare for a whole week, what I'm gonna do is the next day I'm going to apply another coat of my nail strengthener. So let's say this is the following day. I'm going to go ahead and apply my strengthener to my nail again the same way that I applied it the first time. You always want to cap that free edge no matter what. This is very important. You do this on the first day, the second day, as many times as you're applying your strengthener. You want to make sure you cap that free edge. And you can apply your nail strengthener about 2 to 3 times a week. You can do it every other day, or you can do it once a week. It's up to you, but I like to apply a fresh coat on top of what I already have at least 2 to 3 times a week. That way my nails stay nice and protected and they don't break as much and as often, I find. And then just proceed on with your nail polish if you wish. But after the 7th day, what I do is I start over. I remove everything with my non-acetone nail polish. I moisturize and rehydrate. I put back that moisture into my nails, and then I go back to my little nail strengthener, and then my nail polish, my nail designs, and all of that. So that's basically my nail care after I remove my nail polish. I know it's been a little bit long, you guys, but I wanted to show you all how to keep those cuticles nice and hydrated, especially during the winter months. So thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in my next tutorial. Take care. Bye.